Hey, what's up, Gamer Skullmustic? I am here today in the frozen lands of Wintertusk. For a couple of reasons, actually. First and foremost, I'm going to get this right out of the way because I've been curious about it. I'm going to buy and showcase the new Snow Swarm permanent mount. So let's go ahead and buy that. Now there's a method to my madness on this. Let me go ahead and equip that too. Lock that in. And this is what we look like. A ball of wind and snowflakes. That's I guess the best way to put it. With little ice cubes that fall. Look, yeah, they stay there. Like little ice cubes that fall out of the sky whenever you move around. I wonder what this looks like underwater. You know what? I'm going to... I really do like that. That's pretty cool looking. I'm going to take this underwater for a moment, and then I'm going to come right back here. I want to see how it reacts like underwater, because it is snow and ice and wind, and, well, you don't really have those things underwater, so I kind of want to see what it looks like underwater. And then I'm going to talk about my other reason for this video. I'll be right back. Let me head to an underwater place, and then we'll come back here. Okay, I couldn't think of a better place, or actually a closer place even, than Crab Alley to come underwater to test out the Snow Swarm mount. But the thing is, it doesn't seem like it's affected by the underwater atmosphere, at all. Yes, I know. That is the nature of magic. Yes, things won't be changed because, well, it's magical. I get that, but I don't know. I expected a little bit of difference, a little bit of something different underwater, especially for an ice and snow and wind mount. But it doesn't look like we're gonna get that. Let me just turn here and we'll give it a minute of quiet and not moving to see if what the mount's idle animation is. Just real quick. I hope at least it's real quick. Sometimes it takes a minute. I haven't seen this mount, this being brand new yesterday. I'm really curious as to what's going to happen with it. Come on, give us an animation. Alright, you know what? I don't think I'm going to get a still animation just yet, so I will go back to my earlier place of presenting this video and continue talking about what I was talking about. Alright, where was I before I rudely interrupted myself? I remember. Yes, I was talking about these new mounts. Not only the Snow Swarm, but the Sandstorm mount that you can get from Derek once you get enough team up help. I think it's 1,000 team ups you have to do to get team manager or team... Oh, I'm sorry, it's team leader. The 1,000 team ups you have to do to get team leader, and then you can buy the Sandstorm, there we go, mount, which is very similar to this, and it's very similar to the Bat Swarm mount, and it's very similar to the Clown Car that you get out of the Spooky Bundle. For the longest time, I have asked King Zyle, hey, you know, why can't we as wizards do magic outside of the dual circle? The only place that we can cast our spells, we are all mighty wizards, and we have all these cool spells and powers and all that whatnot, but we can't cast a spell outside the dual circle. I wonder if these new mounts are the answer. I mean, okay, sure, we're transforming into a mount, but is that not magic in itself? And not only that, is it not transformational magic? Whenever I first asked about casting magic outside the dual circle, the response that I got from King Zyle was, well, we can't do that kind of thing. The coding would be impossible, blah, and yada, 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 you know, that kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. The same kind of answer you usually get when anytime you ask them to change anything in the game, pretty much. The coding would be this and the coding would be that. But, here we are. I am no longer a wizard. I am a swarm of snowflakes. Oh, there it went. So it pretty much disappears. That's cool. That was the idle. Sorry, I got off track. That was the idle animation for the snowstorm. It just kind of disappeared for a minute. All right. If we can ostensibly be mounted but actually be transformed, because that's what this really is here. Your wizard's transformed. You're not riding a mount, you basically became a snowstorm. Then why can't we have other types of transformational magic? It doesn't even have to be, they don't even have to go back to old worlds and do that. But I'm saying, maybe in the worlds coming up, maybe in the latter half. Oh, what is that? Oh, okay. Anyway, maybe in the latter half of Imperia and forward, we could be wizards that have magic that we can use outside the dual circle. For instance, if I were to transform this tree into a troll. I'm sorry, that would be a really cool effect. Does it do anything? Maybe not so much. But one of the things that we as gamers like, and one of the reasons that we game, one of the reasons that a lot of people game, is to, well, let's be honest, to get away from the real world and to have more control over our surroundings. I think that if we... Whoop, what happened? Oops, I went inside there. I didn't mean to do that. That door snags you every time you're trying to stay away from these ravens. Anyway, wouldn't it be cool if we could take this step forward from mounts that transform our bodies into transforming our surroundings? And I'm not even saying permanent, Maybe, well, I have to say this is an idea I've had for the longest time. Maybe someone is being a jackass at PvP. Maybe you've lost a match, or maybe you've won a match, and they're just being a total trash talker, totally annoying, and, well, you just want to reach out there and just slap them one. You really do, but you can't. Of course not. What if, with a new school of transformational magic, and mind you, it doesn't have to be a particular, it could be a universal school like Balance, where any wizard can pick up the spells for it. Wouldn't you use some training points if you could turn someone who's being annoying at PvP into literally a jackass? I mean, just temporarily. Would that not be the coolest new facet to the game ever? If you could, I don't know, for some of my lady fans out there who watch my Twitch stream, wouldn't it be cool if you could transform this bear into something that looks like Channing Tatum? Wouldn't it? I mean, just think of the applications there. I've been thinking about transformational magic for a long time. And for a long time, KingsIsle told me, well, you can't do it for this reason, we can't do it for that reason, we can't do it for the other reason. But here we are. I'm transformed. I am supposedly riding a mount, but I'm really not. I'm transformed into a snowstorm. So if we can do that now, and this is true, and not only that, this is in an old world, this is in Grizzleheim. So it wouldn't even have to be from Imperia onward. We could go back to some of these old worlds and change things. I mean, being able to transform a tree into a troll, being able to transform a PvP loudmouth into a jackass, being able to transform our wizard friend there into something that's more attractive to us. I can't even begin to stress the playability that we would have if we could do things like that. If we were really wizards and could cast spells outside of Dual Circle, outside of a controlled environment. Imagine the fun that we could have. Imagine the life that would bring to Wizard 101. It's a simple thing, but yet huge. I mean, really huge. What do you guys think? I would love to hear it. Another aspect, and a third and final aspect of this video. Guys, I am so happy with the new swarm mounts, the Sand Swarm and the Snow Swarm, and all the transformational things that are going on. Now, I can't give you guys a Sand Swarm mount because it's the whole achievement thing, but I can give out some Snow Swarm mounts. That is something that's giftable. So, I'm going to be giving out at least a few of these mounts, both through my YouTube videos and through my Twitch stream. If you guys watch me on Twitch, awesome. You already know where to go. If you don't watch me on Twitch, guys, I stream on Twitch pretty much every evening around 9:30, 10 p.m. Eastern. We do a lot of boss farming, resource gathering, and just gameplay stuff. You know what I mean? Just stuff that has to do with the game. You are more than welcome to come along. Any of my viewers, if there's space, are more than welcome to come hang out and play with me. And we would love to have you. It's a really nice, tight-knit, pretty much for the most part, polite community. You are more than welcome to come. And yes, I'm going to be giving out a few of these mounts on Twitch. So if you're there, you might win yourself a mount. It would be awesome. I would love for you guys to have that. Alright, so that's really what I had to say about these mounts. I would love to see transformational magic like this become more of a thing in Wizard 101. King's Isle, listen to my pleas. I am reaching to the sky in prayer. Please give us transformational magic. Something like that would be a huge boon to the game. And you've shown us that it's not impossible to do. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, a good hard smash, subscribe, share, yell my name to everybody you know, because I would love to see more of you around here. Let's see, there we go. Look, there's a clown car. There's another transformational mount. See? He's not in that car. He is that car. Let's face it, as far as coding works, for all intents and purposes, he is that car. Alright, anyhow, as I was saying, until next time, this is Skeleton Mystic reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace!